Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. And our Mets. We have a win tonight. We beat Philadelphia 4-2, but we're just going with the motions right now. Doesn't really mean much. This season is basically over. The Mets are 35-41, and it's more a formality at this point. Some of the particular Mets that could be moved did look good, so that is a good thing, and that's what we're going to be rooting for. We're really going to be rooting for our chips to do well so they build value and we get more back. All right, if you're a Mets fan and you're really into the trade deadline and you're really into wanting to see who the Mets get, please subscribe and like, because we are going to be covering everything, every single angle of the trade deadline. It is going to be covered. All right, last night, first domino to fall, Eduardo Escobar was sent away for two top prospects. We have a video that we put out last night on that, and I'm all for it. I love it. The two chips that we got back were two control pitchers with good movement. Not a crazy fastball, but these guys are chips that we wanted. Steve Cohen has chosen to pay the contract, so we will be getting value back. So just to get into the Philly game against the Mets today, I just want to say, like I said, we're going with the motions, and it started off good. Starling Marte drilled a bomb, pulled that ball, and Starling had a great game. He hit 3 balls, rockets. He ended up getting 2 hits, but he was hitting the ball hard today, and that was a good thing. The star of the game had to be Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer, this is his second good game in a row. Went 6 innings, 7 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, and 8 strikeouts. So Max hung tough. His ball had a lot of movement today. He actually cranked it up in certain situations. So Max really kept us in this ball game, and that was a good thing to see. Other guys who stood out to me today, Lindor hit the ball well today. He had 2 hits as well. And Brandon Nimmo, another guy. So the top of the lineup had 6 hits, scored 3 runs, drove in 2 runs batted in. So the top of the lineup did do well. Tommy Pham, he also continued his hot streak. He drove in an insurance run in the 6th inning. Then the bullpen, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, they hung tough. Brooks Raley, he came in for 2/3 of an inning. He did his job. Ottavino was brought in. For 2/3 of an inning as well. He did his job, and Robertson went almost 2 innings. So, I mean, the bullpen, gotta say, was phenomenal today. But this is what I think. I look at this bullpen and I see chips. I see David Robertson. If all goes to heck, he's a chip right there. He's a chip that can bring back a lot of value. Marte's a chip that can bring back a lot of value. Marte's a guy, he's a very valuable piece. He's a speed guy, good outfielder, good defensive guy. He's a number 2 hitter. When he's in the lineup and he's hot, the lineup, you could see how that goes. We got Tommy Pham, who's continually staying hot. He's got value. Luis Guillorme, he had a couple hits this game too as well. He had a triple. So if you're a Met fan and your ideology is you want to see the Mets move guys and get prospects back like I do, like I think we should, today was a great game for that because our chips performed. The only guy who didn't really perform, who I was hoping and crossing my fingers that he would get some hits, is Mark Canha. So we got to get Mark Canha going because we got to increase his value. Bottom line. Okay, so going forward, that's what I'm going to be looking at. The next domino to fall, I'm going to predict it's going to be Canha or Pham. That's got to be the next domino to fall. Like, I think you're going to see peripheral pieces fall first, like Canha, like Pham. You might see Cookie go. You might see Guillorme go. When you start seeing guys part of the core like Marte, like Verlander, Scherzer, Robertson, pieces in the bullpen. Once you see those pieces go, then you know it's a full on reset. Right now, our record stands at 35-41. We're projected to win in the mid 70s. So as the games go on, it's a less likelihood that we're going to get to 90 some odd wins, which we would need for the playoff. Maybe high 80s. So that's a higher likelihood that we would trade these players. I'd rather trade sooner rather than later so we can actually survey what's out there. Guys on teams can get injured. That might force our players to have higher value. So once you start making guys available, you have a longer window to actually show other teams, hey, this guy's available, that guy's available, and they can kind of survey their own team and see what they would want to give up. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the fact that, like I mentioned earlier, Steve Cohen is willing to eat up contracts. He's willing to eat up value, thus bringing us back more in return. So that's another good thing. Please check out my last video because I broke down in detail the prospects, what type of pitches they have, how they came to be. So, and why I'm really excited about them, because those two pitching processes, don't sneeze on them. Eduardo Escobar, he was not doing much here. He really wasn't. So to get two guys in the top 20, and one of the gentlemen is our 11th best prospect right now, that's insane that we were able to get that for Eduardo Escobar. So let's Billy Epler, Steve Cohen, get this ball rolling. Next year, just a small reset. We go all out. Over the offseason, we're still going to sign guys. This year, we're going to supplement talent with prospects. We're going to trade away old veterans, guys that we don't really need right now, because it's going to be a small likelihood that we're going to be able to use them down the line in the playoffs, and our goal is to win a World Series. So if we're not going to win a World Series this year, my philosophy, and I'm sure the front office is probably like 90% in this direction, is we're going to trade our guys to get value back. If you agree with that, if you think we should start trading all our guys now, please give me a comment. I'd love to hear what your opinion is. And please drop a like, subscribe. You know we love our Mets on this channel. We're going to be we're almost going to have a video every day, maybe every other day, but most likely, since it's a very hot season for baseball, it's going to be almost every day. So again, like and subscribe. I can't thank you enough. Helps out the channel immensely when you like and comment. Thank you, and I will see you soon. And as always, let's go Mets.